Hi, Gemini. Welcome to your bonus reading for the person that you're dealing with. So for many of you, this will be a love interest, but it doesn't have to be because we're all dealing with all different kinds of people for all different kinds of reasons. So the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles really wanted to pop out there, or they did pop out. So we'll consider those energies. Those are very earth-based energies, slow-moving energies, energies of patience. So we'll see. Wow, these are jumpy. Three of Cups is an energy of friendship. So this person that you're dealing with could be a friend. So, but let's see what comes out after we shuffle. So there's the Four of Cups, which comes after the Three of Cups, which jumped out. The Fool, and the Eight of Cups. So whoever this person is that you're dealing with, it definitely feels like there was some kind of a pattern, some kind of a repetitive pattern that you were in with this person, and that perhaps one or both of you have decided to detach from the situation because you realized you were stuck in some kind of a loop. You're showing up as the Four of Cups, which is really a card of trying to stabilize your emotions, or where you've just had enough of something you don't want to take back. You don't want to give anyone any more second chances, that kind of energy. And then your person here, or whoever you're dealing with, if this is a friendship, it could be because we saw that Three of Cups pop out. But your person, I still think, feels some level of enthusiasm towards this relationship, where you're showing an opposite energy. You're showing more boredom while your person is showing more enthusiasm. But I do think there was a break in the energy. So one or both of you walked away. Maybe you broke up. Maybe you distanced yourselves from each other. But you're saying, I don't know if I want this. Your person is saying, wait, hold on. I think I still want this. So let's clarify this Eight of Cups. This Eight of Cups is giving a sense that you both maybe needed some time, because we said that you were in some kind of a cycle, in some kind of a pattern. And it looks like maybe, especially you on your side, that you needed some time to heal from this situation. But the Eight of Cups is giving an energy of there might be some progression going on in the situation. But let's clarify this. So the Eight of Cups is being clarified by the Nine of Swords. So this time apart has been hard on both of you. It's very clear that you're both stressing out about this. You might both be having sleepless nights about it. It's constantly on your mind, this separation. But yet, still from your side, I'm getting an energy where it might be stressing you out that you're not together, but you're not totally convinced that being together is the answer either. So why the Eight of Cups and Nine of Swords? And this Nine of Swords is also giving an energy of a lot of overthinking. And because you, Gemini, are an air sign and a very intellectual sign, you could be giving this a lot of thought. So there's the Ten of Cups, Strength, and the Four of Swords. So we have another four coming through here, which means that it looks like over time, this separation has calmed your your Nine Swords into a Four of Swords. I can feel the energy cooling off, for example. So whatever it was that perhaps caused the two of you to want to be separated from each other, that there is still a feeling of loyalty really coming through strongly, because you have the Ten of Cups and your person has Strength. So I am getting the sense that the time apart really helped you both to relax and find some emotional balance. And the Four of Cups is about emotional balance too. And that maybe if this person hurt your heart, for example, because you're showing up as so many cups, if this person hurt your feelings or hurt your heart, then I do feel like your heart chakra could be opening back up to this situation. But I want to know why your person is showing up as the Fool. So the Fool is being clarified by the Fool. So this is just reinforcement about how enthusiastically your person wants to get back into your energy. That couldn't be more clear. But let's keep going. Why the Fool and the Fool? So there's the Tower. Yeah, something happened between the two of you that caused you to separate. And I think it hurt you. There's that Seven of Pentacles. It came back out. And there's the Ace of Pentacles. It came back out. I love tarot. So something happened. And your person is realizing that with this Seven of Pentacles, that whatever was transpiring between the two of you, if they thought it wasn't going anywhere, they were highly mistaken. So if they thought the relationship with you was not really going anywhere or wasn't going to go anywhere, or they were maybe denying their feelings for the situation, make it make sense. But they made the wrong choice. They thought that this was not going to work out. So they did something, make it make sense for your situation, that caused a breakup or a blow up between the two of you. And now they're really regretting that, because only now that everything blew up, that the Tower came and hit and fell to the ground, only now do they realize what they had with you, which is why they're enthusiastically trying to pursue you, which is probably why you're saying, yeah, but I don't know that I want you, because why does it take you making a bad decision to understand that you want me, right? So the Four of Cups is being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. So you by yourself are a very stable energy. You appear to not really need anybody else. And with this Four of Cups, it's almost giving this impression that this time apart has taught you how to emotionally balance yourself. But with this Ten of Pentacles, it's also giving me this feeling that you sort of have risen from the ashes of this tower. So whatever the foundation was that came crumbling down from between the two of you, you've rebuilt yourself with the Ten of Pentacles, and that this was a good opportunity for your own renewal and your own growth. And you've almost changed your mind about this situation because you realize that this was more trouble for you than it's worth. And by yourself, you're looking pretty good. So why the Four of Cups and Ten of Pentacles for Gemini? So there's the Six of Pentacles, Three of Wands, and Three of Swords. So there's two threes here, and the threes are about expansion and about looking towards the future to see what's next. And I think especially with this Three of Wands, you got tired of waiting for this to get better with this person. In fact, things only got worse. And this Three of Swords is confirming what I first felt when I sat down, that I feel like you were the one who was hurt in this situation. So whatever this person did over here that they're now regretting, it did hurt you, because we're seeing the Three of Swords. But again, I feel like you got tired of waiting for this person to show up in a different way. The Tower eventually came and fell. And I think it fell right on this person's head, because now they're saying, why did I do that? But you're witnessing it all, saying, hold on, but I have these Six Pentacles and the exterior energy, and I can do this without this person, whatever that is. If it's a business partner, if it's a lover, if it's a friend, make it make sense for you. But you're realizing it feels like you're better off without them. At least that's how you feel. So why the Four of Swords between the two of you? Because I do sense that there is still a loyalty between the two of you. And this Three of Wands tells me that you still are you're still looking at this person. You're still, even if you're side-eyeing them, you haven't turned your back completely on this person. You're still kind of like looking at them and thinking, okay, are they going to change? Did they change? They're trying to get back in my energy. I feel a sense of loyalty, but is this really what I want? So the Four of Swords is clarified by the Ten of Wands. So this is giving that similar energy that if you do choose to get back together, then this is certainly going to be a lot of work for both of you. That your person's going to have to really show their loyalty. It's going to require a lot of strength for them to carry these 10 wands. But you're also feeling like that could be what I needed from this person. I learned the lesson. I learned how to balance my emotions. I learned how to balance my thoughts. I learned how to support myself, make it make sense for you. And you're not so sure that you want to roll up your sleeves and do the hard work of accepting this person back, especially because they hurt you so much. So why the Four of Swords and 10 of Wands? So there's the Six of Cups, Queen of Wands and Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles is the student of the deck. And when I see a Page of Pentacles in a reading like this, it's clear that you were both meant to learn something from this situation. With the Six of Cups coming in for you, this is reminding me of you being aware of emotional patterns that you've had, perhaps going all the way back to childhood. And if not that, then just repeating cycles that you have with love interests or friendships. Make it make sense. But you were meant to learn about people that you would choose to have in your life. And with the Queen of Wands showing up here, it's giving the sense that you tend to choose people who are confident and powerful and charming and charismatic and funny and the life of the party kind of people. But yet those types of people are always the ones who end up hurting you. But I think your person was meant to learn that they can't come in with this ego energy. They're coming in with strength, and Queen of Wands, that's a lot of ego. And so it feels like they now realize that by not giving you enough credit, perhaps not giving you the love that you deserve, the attention you deserve, because you were pouring so much love in, because we're seeing the Four of Cups, the 10 of Cups, and the Six of Cups all on your side. So you had a lot of feelings invested in this person, and I think they may have taken advantage of that, but they now regret it. So I do think that that's what they were meant to learn in this situation, that they should have invested more time and energy into you and into this relationship. So the Ace of Pentacles on your person's side is clarified by the Seven of Wands. So this is a little bit too little too late is what this is giving, because they now want to stand up for what they believe in, which is you. They now understand the opportunity they had in this situation with the Ace of Pentacles, which was you. So now it looks like with this Seven of Wands, they're trying to come up with some kind of a new strategy to be able to get back into your energy. But they know they're looking at this just pile of rubble, this pile of a tower that's just completely crumbled down. They're looking at that saying, okay, how am I going to get back in? Especially if you're turning your back in a way and giving them this Four of Cups energy where you're saying, yeah, I don't know if I really need this. So why the Ace of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands? So there's the Ace of Cups. There it is. There's a cup finally. The Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles. This is their new strategy. And I don't know if I necessarily like this energy. I don't necessarily dislike it. But the problem with it is it feels like they're presenting themselves to be someone that they're not. That they're strategizing now to bring you an Ace of Cups as a Queen of Pentacles. So let me explain. The Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing energy and someone who can bring a cup of love to another person, someone who can open their heart to someone and offer nurturance, offer support, and be there for someone. But the problem is the Queen of Swords is still here, which means that your person, I believe this person is more of a head over heart kind of person, which confirms why we didn't see any cups. So now I'm concerned that we're only seeing this cup now, because they want you to think that they are a certain way. They want you to think they're coming in a loving way, when really this is just a strategy, because we said they're thinking of a new strategy, and the Queen of Swords is a strategist. So it does feel like it's a bit disingenuous that they're coming in now with this cup. So I'm questioning, why are they coming in with this cup now? And it also explains why you're side-eyeing this person, because I think you're thinking the same thing I am. Why now? Why all of a sudden do you have all this love for me? So when you still have this broken heart on your side with the Three of Swords, and that's being clarified by the Four of Swords, and I love to see that because it means you're healing. It means you learned something with this page student energy. You've learned from this situation that perhaps you're not going to re-engage in one of these cycles that you continue to engage in with people just because they tend to be magnetic and then you get hurt. So why the Three of Swords and the Four of Swords? Well, the Lovers wanted to pop out, and that's about following your heart. So, and the Three of Swords is about your heart energy and the fact that your heart was broken. So what would your heart tell you to do in this situation? So So there's Death, Five of Wands, and Seven of Swords. So this is giving exactly what I would have expected this to do, is that you don't think you can trust this person. So you're thinking, I'm probably better off just staying out of this altogether. I'm just avoiding this situation. I'm pretty much done with this. The Five of Wands is pointing towards this situation, reminding you that this is just going to cause more conflict and chaos in your life. We saw this 10 of Wands in the middle that says this is the work that has to be done in order for this relationship to work, since so many things went sideways. But the Five of Wands is confirming that you know you're going to have to do half of that work. You're going to have to take 5 of these wands on. And do you want to? Is it worth it? Is it worth all that work when you don't even know what the rewards of that work would be? And I love that we're seeing Death on the external energy, because you have done some major transformations. And we already said that. We saw that. As soon as I saw the 10 of Pentacles, I knew that. I knew that you had risen from the ashes of this fallen tower, and you built a tower all by yourself. You did not need this person to do it. In fact, they burnt down the one that you built originally, and now you built another one, and you're saying, why would I invite you back into my tower? So the Page of Pentacles is being clarified by the Six of Swords. I think as much as your person wants to come in and strategize and find a way to get back into your life, I think your person, both of you, are realizing that it's not going to happen. You because you don't want it, and them because you don't want it. And I think that's the reality of this situation, and they understand that. So why the Page of Pentacles and the Six of Swords? Let's just get some advice to wrap this reading up. So there's the Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Empress. So this is your advice, and you're showing up as the Empress, the Five of Swords, and the Nine of Pentacles. So that's all I need to know. The Empress and the Nine of Pentacles are a similar energy in the sense that you are very self-sustained. You don't need anyone else as the Empress or the Nine of Pentacles. They're very different energies, but as far as this advice goes, it's very clear that this person with the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands is only causing you headaches. Their potential is only headaches. They were meant to teach you a lesson which you have learned. You're escaping this situation with the Six of Swords, and you're becoming this really brilliant, independent energy of the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles. And we saw you building your 10 of Pentacles by yourself because you're the Empress, because you are fully in your power. So, wow. So Gemini, will you please let me know how that was resonant for you? And we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.